Welcome back. It's still the Pulse on the JoyNews channel. Now, one of Ghana's biggest challenges over the years has been how to deal with plastic waste. Well, today's World Environment Day, and as we mark the day, the Minister for Environment is placing sanitation on top of its list as key to dealing with our environmental challenges. The Minister is pledging to push a plastic policy to regulate the use of plastics believed to be the reason for the country's sanitation woes. This afternoon, we have the Mayor of Accra also reiterating his commitment to ensuring a clean city, plus how individuals in flood-prone areas must avoid the annual ritual as the rain sets in. We'll soon hear from the Environment Minister and the Mayor of Accra. But first, let's take a trip to Labadi, where my colleague Nancy Emefa-Jodosa reports fishermen are catching rubbish instead of fish.
So here is called London Beach. But what we see behind me is nothing to write home about. Residents of London Bridge or London site here have to deal with this every single day of their lives, living with garbage, filth and fecal matter. Most of them who live around this place are fishermen, and you can imagine how this is having an impact on their livelihood. I've been joined by a few of these fishermen. I would want to just engage them as we commemorate the World Environment Day to create the awareness of protecting our environment. Mampacho Medase, Oye fisherman ewo area hase. How many years? Fishwoman, sorry, Oye fishwoman. How many years? And what's na hase?
38 years.
38 years. You compare those times and time now, 38 years ago, how was this place like? Now I had to say
38 years, you know. Now how you find pa nkrofo ayo hana omukompo na yesu ye tonam no. Omukompo edina mu ba ye to apo na yesika asa ye tumi nto. Na ya hata bia ye momoni. Enu na edi ko ye ba ko school. Na sese de omukompo omunya hwi. De obechi ani ra. De obechi ani ra. E bia ra no kro obechi ni ebi wo bottom na ade. Inti sese ama ye hu akiri ye pa se ye ntumi nhwe ye ma ye ntumi nya hwi ye ba mpo ano na ye betra sikwa na ye kofie fisherman okompo na oba e na ba ko 4 ana hwi nim na wa koshi petrol na wa ba ni nyina ye kama ye inti ye sere aban eni mpanyifo se ye pa omu cho na omu hwe na omu ye hu bibi ma enye sa de a ye bewu na ye bre ye pa omu cho pa a friend in Oka.
Okay, so Loka here has been living here for the past 38 years. She says the life back then and life now, there's a total difference, because those times they used to have lots of fish. The sea was not as filthy as it's looking today, and they are unable to catch as much fish as they could. She was telling me about the fact that just yesterday they went to sea and just caught 4 fishes in this big sea you see behind me. But let me speak to a fisherman who is also living in this area. Pacho, Matisa Odiobe can crying. Now, how many years? And I want to what's now say environment. And Ude Nkasa about environment first. Now I say to say years ago.
Yeah. For me, my name is Beji New Do Pecon. Ne where no cry, you know, ya be commence on Fatai. Can't get him woman, one way, and I think you went to a pan or low no, that is 48 years. Ne kaje blemakue alo benimini waya we na kan bia mi inshone na e kan shi ojogba se kogen to nwene inshone na ni woyo na here na gbababa o bodenche o na nibi ni gweleshi ni hingbe podenche nya kwe echon aka nibi pie chake mini wo ni negama nibi na echake ejake wo ye fafenini ye capital ni kaji wayi fale eshemwenshon na kan sani government afi hinoko. It means be ekole nichumo be imagine koko me ami ojogba no hiwo mofemo e ba pile ye capital no ene hiwo eha wo fon femo eda sanitation e be all that good ye wo nshone na no wo fa ipa mo jiake government afi he lokwa hawo ajake bodencho na nibi ni gweleshi na je wole jimeni fe she go upstream ni iba nuena kaji nyongo ne ona no wana agba ne kaji wote wu ni wote ake we anu ke lo aba gbe ne roba ne so ke ba ene wo wie he shiabo kaji ojabie no te about 100 miles away denche ne ke roba ne same roba ne no okobaba no it means I see nothing no infite until ni anye akpa ne ke roba ne produce more if you make we banya jo won feel aja roba fashion wonye wo dispose wonye wo fi nuko no minimi wo yo ja government take na ni machine ni ha pa fe mo me in the African countries about 2 so a band na cafe no million Ghana or ba ten his song I can nothing on for politics me pa fight.
So I do not understand a lot of things he says, but I know that he's talking about plastic. And let me just quickly add that this year's theme has to do with, doing away with lots of plastic waste across the world. Now, we know that a few years ago, the former president, John Dramani Mahama, instigated or started or initiated some policies to see the banning of some plastic materials so that we'll be able to use just biodegradable. But that's, we do not know how this has turned out because we still see all forms of plastic around us. He's saying that he knows 2 other African countries that have banned plastics. Yeah. And so it is very important and that our government should sit up and ensure that we do away with all of this, because if we do not ban the use of some plastic materials, very soon we will not have any place to even go and sit and have fun as a place of, as a source of entertainment like the Labadi Beach is very close to us, because soon this is what we are going to be looking at in a few years' time. Let me get further and just speak to 2 other people. Mami Mpacho Medase. Unya ijina ho si yembani plastic materials. What na ha say? Inti enra wenyi na efrihifa ena eba.
Mpacho mi di abamagi. Enra no efri krom na eba. If say got abi da ha say. Insi say nso no to a na o ma hwe enra no egumu. Na enra no so abegu mpo no so mpefi. Inti ye di man no so ayi abegu abonti. Ya ha prayer every 2 weeks. Last week ya prayer ha say na said the nso nto e na omudi enra no go mu nti ama enra no nyina sa abegu anti ha ye fi no. Na me fititi no my age ma 36 years. Fititi no na ye paper ina haban na ye de ton aduane wo krom. If sa haban no e kompo no ma enam no to me titi hu omudi. Na paper no so ye de titi ade utogu a nso kan pe na rusty. Na say ade rubber no to me yes and to me pro. Inti enam kwa omo kompo no mo enam no wo ho a rubber no to me show omo kon say omo to me ana omo ewu wa unti say pesa aban no ye hu bibi say be jai rubber no na yemfa paper no first paper bag wo go to the paper bag wo to twa so to kakra pene apro wo fom na say rubber no dross dodo wo go to aduane ye be ma rubber wo go to we wo no nso kra rubber inti say ma ya djuma na ya dian ma say ya we no na ye fiti we so ye na djuma bi a ye ono na ye dey hwe ma nyino mo awie ye school ma ko secondary school na university na say are uba empo ana obetno sa wo nya no na ma be penti ba kumpo nti ye slaban so boy no ntwa sa rubber we mu na ye djuma wo mpo ano so ye free.
So she was just making the reference to the fact that 36 years ago there was nothing like these plastic materials, bottles that you see along the shore. She's saying that they used to buy in, if you know those plantain leaves that we usually buy our foods into, those ones are degradable, and so even if it's dumped into the sea, the fishes were able to take them. If you put a paper bag in the sea, it's able to rot in the water and all of that. But these are not degradable, and so when it enters the sea, it is forced to bring it out. She's also saying that certain activities of human beings living along the shore is what has resulted in this. In fact, standing here was a problem because behind us are feces of people who have moved from their homes to use this place as a place of convenience. I think there's a general call. I think everybody here agrees with the fact that it's time for this country to ban plastic waste. At least that's what these fishermen and fisherwomen here at London site are calling for. Look, just take a look at this sea. Once beautiful sea that people could just come, enter, just relax along these shores and go back home. Now this place have become filthy. No more containing fish. One woman told me that years ago, a child could just stand and say, "Oh, mommy, look at the fish," and mommy comes to pick up the fish. But now the child will say, "Look at this rubbish." Here at London site, I am Nancy Emefa-Dradosi reporting for Joy News.
Well, Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, Professor Fripon Boateng, has charged Ghanaians to take individual responsibility for the environment and reveals government is working to put in place a policy to address the plastic waste menace in the country. His call comes as Ghana joins the rest of the world to mark World Environment Day today under the theme Beats Plastic Pollution.
We have the draft already. We have worked on the implementation plan and then how to roll it out. So we're almost done. And when that is done, we will make it known to Ghanaians as to what we think should be done. But even before then, there are a few things that we can do ourselves. We are saying that if we are going to the shopping mall, we don't have to go with several plastic bags or come with several plastic bags. We can use a cotton bag, which you can reuse many times or for many years. Also, we don't have to use straws when we are sipping our drinks and so on. So you can use your original instrument. There are certain things we can do without. And so reject single-use plastic. And then if you have to use plastic, reuse it and also reduce the use of plastic.
Mayor wife of Vice President Samira Baumia has tasked institutions mandated to keep the environment clean to ensure plastic waste are properly disposed of. Speaking at the event by EcoBank Ghana to mark World Environment Day, Mrs. Baumia said the Ministry of Science and Technology is developing a national plastic waste policy aimed at finding innovative ways to use plastic waste for development. According to her, unless the institutions find such innovative ways of managing plastic waste, the country will continue to be engulfed in filth.
Indeed, the current state of Ghana's environment leaves a lot to be desired. Today, as a consequence of deforestation, we are importing timber for use. Our rivers and lakes are disappearing and existing ones are being polluted. That's why we welcome the efforts of Forestry Commission under the leadership of Mr. Kojo Osuefriye and other agencies towards reversing this trend. The activities of illegal miners, popularly known as galamsey operators, are also degrading our environment. Additionally, reliance on biomass for cooking as well as energy sources increases pressure on our local natural resources, leading to environmental degradation. I'm glad to mention that government is committed to protecting and enhancing our environment and seeking common solutions to the global environmental challenges. Indeed, the sustainable management of plastics and plastic waste is a top priority for government. The Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology and Innovation is currently developing a national plastic waste management policy. This policy will provide a framework to develop plastic waste into a resource for value addition and using sustainable chemistries as a tool for spearheading innovation and economic development.
Mayor of Accra, Mohamed Ejay Sowa, reveals his office has closed 90% illegal rubbish dumping sites since he assumed office. He adds, as part of keeping Ghana clean, a green project has been initiated to keep the landscape of Accra green. That's not all. He had a bid for persons and institutions planning to build in the capital if the architectural design is energy efficient. The assembly would reduce the processing fees as well as fast-track the process.
When we assumed office, I came to meet over 42 heaps of refuse illegally in Accra. And when you drive around Upomlo Ridge and many areas, we have cleared over 90% of those illegal refuse heaps in Accra. Concern to all of us in Accra is the kinds of buildings that are coming up. The skyline of Accra has changed from 1 story to 14, 15, 20 story, including that of the Heco Bank new head office. But most of the buildings in Accra are not energy efficient compliant, and we are very much concerned about it. And that is why at the Accra Metropolitan Assembly we have decided to ensure that all buildings that comes to us asking for permit, if your building is energy efficient compliant, we reduce your fees and we fast track your process to ensure that we have more energy efficient buildings in the city. If you look at the city of Accra, our landscaping is not in good shape. We want to make sure that we change the landscape of Accra. We want to make sure that all open spaces in Accra are green, and we are not just planting trees, but doing proper landscaping to beautify the city.